Hi, I'm Sean, Head of Engineering here at Electrify, and with me today is Anjana, my lead blockchain developer, and we are part of the technology team. Previously, my past experience is in a few successful startups such as Property Guru, where I was heading the technology and product team itself.
So I'm Anjana, I'm the lead blockchain developer at Electrify. I'm from Sri Lanka and I'm coming from a development background. I have 12 years experience in the IT industry. I started as a web designer and several successful projects later, now I'm working as a lead blockchain developer at Electrify. I have front-end development experience, back-end development experience, and now the blockchain development experience itself. And I'm an avid enthusiast about big data technologies. So my one master's laid on project management. The other master's is from the big data. The main responsibility at Electrify is to do the smart contracts related to the blockchain and get the peer-to-peer business up and running. Aside from that, I am working as a Scrum Master as well and helping for the back-end development team at Electrify.
So basically, my core responsibility really is to identify the talent that I can hire for the team itself. Really to find the right people with the right mindset, the right skill set. These are the core challenges to build up a team itself. Besides that, of course, I'm involved in the core technology of the department itself. That means the core IT technology we need to adopt in terms of the type of framework and structures and blockchain technologies that we should utilize. And even in terms of the kind of processes we need to implement company-wide to support the kind of agile development process that we are implementing. So Marketplace 2.0 basically is an ecosystem. So it's an ecosystem where producers and retailers can put their electricity price plans, consumers can go and purchase these price plans. Of course, there are various components that's built inside the marketplace itself. So when we talk about it, we talk about the PowerPod as the IoT device that is capturing the real-time power production and consumption. Then we talk about the synergy where you as a small energy producer are able to host your power plant on our platform. Right? And of course, smart contracts and blockchain as a means to have the transparency of pricing and production and consumption data. So this is actually the core elements as well as the structure of Marketplace 2.0. And synergy as a core component in Marketplace 2.0 to allow us energy producer to host his electricity price plan on our platform. Our PowerPod is basically the IoT device which captures the power production and consumption data from the producer and consumer, and basically where the data itself is actually pushed to the blockchain through our smart contracts.
I want to explain the marketplace, synergy and PowerPod in a very layman terms. I think you guys know about how a vehicle works, so we can compare Marketplace 2.0 to a car. And synergy is basically the wireframe of a car. We are fixing engine, we are fixing some sensors, we are fixing seats, whether you need the Lamborghini doors or do you want butterfly tail lights or anything. That's what the synergy term of it. The PowerPod comes like the wiring. So doesn't matter even you fix the engine, sensors, lights, doors, everything. There should be a way to communicate. So that's where PowerPod comes in.
So basically in the month of June, where we have started on our, basically we will complete our POC in the month of June. So what we achieved in this POC basically in terms of the business objective itself is to map out the core business flow for a producer and a consumer on our marketplace and synergy, right? Meaning that the onboarding experience has been optimized together with from the consumer point of view to be able to buy the price plans that are created by the producer, right? From there, even to view visually how much they have earned as a producer and how much as a consumer you will need to pay the producer. So these are the core key components of that has been developed in the POC, together with a blockchain element of even capturing the data from the PowerPod into the Ethereum blockchain. So in terms of the technical objectives that we want to achieve in this POC, basis is to finalize the core framework and foundation in which to further our development. So the things in terms of the APIs, the microservices, the front end components that will be web and mobile, web and mobile optimized, together with the off-chain elements of data storage, the relational database portion of it, together the on-chain as well. So, and beside that also in terms of process optimizations, in terms of the company adoption of Scrum and Agile, right? So these are the core process optimizations that also we embarked on in our POC.
All right, in the blockchain development wise, we are working on the Ethereum blockchain. So I'm working on Solidity, Web3, some React portion of it, and a couple of other libraries as well related to the front end, like the Bootstrap for example. Currently, in the architecture wise, we are having over 100 plus tables even for a POC. But here I came on board to Electrify and I want to fine tune it a little bit. Since we are going from RDBMS to NoSQL era and we are integrated blockchain as well, I want to keep everything minimized as much as possible. In the technology stack wise, we are working with React and React Native. Even in the POC stage, we are trying to release a mobile app based on React Native itself. For the database wise, we are using on-chain and off-chain database, in the sense like we have a cloud-based database system and we have a hardware database system as well.
Going well so far. I think it's really the team synergy has been fantastic. I think the teamwork, and I think really in terms of the communication itself, inter-department, inter-company, inter-team itself has been wonderful. So I think as a result, I think this sets the foundation for us to really build a strong core product. Because in the end, is not only just the users. Of course, our users are the people that will give us the real feedback which we develop, but the communication flow to ensure that from the marketing to the sales to the IT to the product team itself, that we get the correct feedback and are able to deal and react and develop things that are relevant. I think that is the main core things that is really going well in this POC.
Yeah, we have daily Scrum meetings. So at every evening we are having discussion with our CEO and CEO as well, and the business development team and analyst. So every day we are getting something. So we are trying to accommodate most part of it for our POC concept itself. So that's why we have daily Scrum meetings with the development team, and daily meetings. Sometimes it's over lunch, sometimes it's over dinner. We are working around the clock to get the alpha stage up and running as soon as possible.
Basically, we have done, due to our iterative nature of development, we have tried various new technologies, frameworks, but we have more or less firm up on what is the core technologies we want to utilize in terms of our front end and back end API development, our database as well, our off-chain and on-chain development elements. Right. So now actually it's more towards our code refactoring some of the code, making it more optimized. And these are daily challenges that I think every software development team will always face. Now we are ending our Q2 and we are going into Q3 starting July. So what we are looking forward in Q3 really, beside the alpha development that we are doing, is also to embark in terms of the big data and AI, machine learning, artificial intelligence portion of our platform. So really with the data that's being captured, how do we then create an intelligent matching kind of platform between the producer and consumer, which actually is taking in various patterns of consumption from the consumer to find the best price plan that will match against one or more producers and optimize basically his savings. So this is some of the these are more state-of-the-art technologies that are forefront that we want to develop on. And of course, beside that, we're also looking at how we can develop various enhancements of the kind of other revenue streams that the producer can also embark upon, such as things like renewable energy certificates, in which the power that they produce can also be consolidated together to become a renewable energy certificate, where renewable energy certificate, green power supporters can actually purchase these certificates on our platform.
From the development point of view, Q3 and Q4 is the most exciting quarters in our roadmap. So there is artificial intelligence model coming up instead along with blockchain. So that's something really cool, I can say.
I mean, beside developing the platform, of course, for our target audience in Singapore, we also, of course, developing the core elements of internationalization for the platform to allow the product itself to scale and to be deployed in various scenarios in other countries, for example. Right. So these are the core components or additional enhancements that we are also developing upon to ensure that our product is a global one.